Greetings. So we have ourselves a pressure washer. Residential pressure washer. And let's see what it is. It's an XL. So they kind of they don't really make things, they kind of just put things together. So this has a Briggs and Stratton engine, 6.5 horsepower. And that's the engine here. And the muffler on this side. It's a little cobwebby. Who knows what's going on with that? Here's the engine oil. Let's take a look. Alright, has oil. That's a good sign. So less likely the engine's probably like, you know, doing anything, ran dangerously low. Okay, that turns over. It doesn't seem to have a lot of compression. Gas. Some here. Bone dry. You probably can't see it. You can see it. That's good. We have, let's see, what is this? Looks like that's the information about the, it says family Y, I mean family, family has Y at the end of it. It's a 5BSXS.19001VH. Okay. This looks like that's some sort of, okay, that's a choke run. Spark plug is here. Engine looks a little oily right here. Do you see that? So I wonder what's happening in here. It's super oily. The serial number on there. You can see that. Alright, we have a water pump that's underneath. I know the wheel on this is broken. This wheel here. That one's broken. So, look at that. And the pump under this here is that kind of pump. See? So, I don't know. Let's take a deeper look and attach some water to it and see what we can do. Everything is set up. The hose is attached. This is the high pressure. So right away you can see there's a leak right here where the hose connects. Good undershot. You can see right here. It's leaking right there. So I tightened it up, but I'm not really sure. What else it needs. So, what are your thoughts? Okay, well, there's water flowing through the system. Feeling safe about trying to pull this off. Starting this, so let's give it a try. Try to start it up. So I'm pushing the gun, and I'm noticing that there's nothing coming out of this thing. Alright, so I think I want to try to see if I disconnect this hose and see if there's anything coming out. I have gotten rid of the gun or wand, whatever, off the hose, the high pressure hose. I want to see if water's going to come out of that hose once I turn it on. That's my next test. Okay, so that looks good. I wonder what's happening in here that's causing that. I don't know. Time will tell. As you can tell, there's water coming out of that. This is a 13/16 spark plug. And I want to check for spark. So let's see what we get. I can tell you right now the engine block looks a little, it's very oily. It's even a spark plug, so I don't know if we have a gasket failure of some sort. I don't know. Let's check. So it has spark. I'm such a new guy. This is the problem. So you should always check and see if these things have like a kill switch or not. This doesn't have a kill switch, but it has this. See that right there? That says run. Yeah, you got to put this all the way over. All right, take a look. See? Spark. Get you in close. Hopefully you'll be able to see something. Better angle. What's up? How you doing? See if you can see it. Did you see that? Yeah. The spark looks kind of weak to me, so drop some fuel in there and see how well it runs. Alright, so I wanted to see if I could get this started a little bit. I'm going to drop a little fuel in the cylinder head area where the spark plug is and see if we can get it to turn over. Okay, that's good. Looks like we have a possible fuel delivery issue. Alright. Right here is the carburetor. We need to get that, access to that. So we're going to take the shroud, all these pieces off. Maybe not the shroud. Definitely over here. I think. Let's see what happens. We have the two Phillips here. Yeah. Kind of coarse threaded. So before we proceed, let's just take a look at how all this is put together. Yeah, so we have that is attached to the top of the carburetor, the choke. Then we have that governor. Well, you know, this regulates the actual RPMs. So this spring looks a little worn to me. Doesn't really do much. Anyway, so that's that. Alright, the first thing I want to do is take this off here, they're we have our 5/16ths, yeah, 5/16ths here. So take this air filter off. Definitely needs a little bit of a clean in there. Air filter, let's see, is this 5/16ths also? Okay, alright, take a look. So you can see right here, we have a lot of really weird amount of like liquids. It smells like oil. So it has an oil leak from somewhere. So let's just continue down this path. So we have a 5/16ths here. There's a lot of oil. I'm not sure where it's coming from. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Oops. Sorry for bumping you. You're breaking the fourth wall. Yes, I am. There's another one here. Yeah. Okay. So that should all come out. Clear on. Okay, so that's that. These are 3 5/16ths, like that. Okay. See right here where the gasket is. This gasket is it's not too bad. Well, it's not gonna come off without me having to replace it. So either way, see, there's a lot of. Not sure what happened to this engine, but it's just pushing out. This doesn't smell like gas. It doesn't have the same viscosity of gas. It's more like oil. Yeah. So I think it's just what's coming out of there. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So we gotta take some pull off of here. Let's see. What do we have? See, there's like oil coming out of this. I don't know. Alright. Take this off. That's the fuel line. Get that out of the way. Then we have a couple links to disconnect. We can leave that spring on. Yeah, I probably can just unscrew the carburetor from the back here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we have carburetor has like 1, 2. No. It only has 1, 2 bolts holding it on. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get those bolts and see what's happening. All right. So these are all 3/8. That one and that one. So again, they're 3/8. Hard to see. 3/8 socket. If you ever wonder why I do that, those close-ups, it's for anybody that's like hearing impaired. For sure they can read the captions, but it also gives them another way to interact with the video itself. Okay, so I have 2 of those. Alright, we have some linkage up top. Okay, what's happening here? We have...
They thought I went to the store. I told them I was going to the store.
So just drop that out. Okay, so that's it. Carburetor is free. And now, yeah, let's give it a clean and see what we can get out of it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I see a carb kit in our future here. Yeah. All right. Nice. So this is the fun part. Figure out what the heck this is and how do we move forwards. Okay. I decided to, before I proceed and jump to conclusions that it's a fuel delivery, that I'll actually put some fuel in there, see where it runs. So I have the hose back attached. This, the shroud says this is run, so make sure that's in the run position. Right? All the way. Put some fuel in it. And have this all the way to the left, where the rabbit is. Okay. Ah, God. That was not expected. Let's see if that's enough to get it just running a little bit. So right now I'm looking for leaks from the fuel tank. Right through here. I don't see anything. Other than the stuff I spilled. So the line's pretty good. I say we should turn it on. Do you agree? Yeah. The right way. So I took the spark plug out, and I noticed it's a little on the wet side. So might have flooded the engine. So I'm kind of curious if this has fuel coming into the carburetor, or if this air filter is stopping the engine from breathing. I'm not really sure. I doubt it because you saw it ran a little bit. I really think it's a fuel related issue, so I think the carburetor might just be clogged. I don't really know of a way to get past that, so other than cleaning the carburetor. Let me see what happens when I take this fuel line off and see if there's any fuel like. This might be a bad idea. Only because I won't be able to easily put it back into position, you know? So, a lot of fuel everywhere. Trying to cheat the system. Here we go. Yeah, let me just take the air filter off. Go from there. Fuel's definitely getting through, so we know that that's not clogged. Okay. Since we know that that's not clogged, then carburetor. Let's see what's going on underneath here. This float bowl. I'll take that off and see what's happening. Alright, let's pop this off. This is a 1/2 inch. Hard to see. Back up. Yeah. So this is a 1/2 inch socket. Okay. That's the bottom of the float bowl. So get that off. That's what we're working with. Yeah, it definitely has fuel. Float bowl is definitely full. I can see it. The truth is, I think this is just clogged. That's what I think. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna definitely say that that's what's happening. I think all these jets clogged. It's not too bad. Alright, we'll turn it on and give it a try again. Hey, this is what I figured out. So you know, you saw it ran for a little bit when I put fuel directly into the spark plug chamber. That means it wants to run, it can run. There's got to be enough compression. There's obviously spark to make it work. What's missing now is fuel delivery that's consistent. So that means that carburetor is clogged. So the next stage right now would be to clean out the carburetor, get it running, and then let's look at the, because I can't figure out the water pump if I can't get the motor to run. You know, they're both, it's like a chain reaction of events that needs to happen. Alright, so that's where we are. That is the carburetor kit for this, for the carburetor. For the snow, not snowblower, I'm reading that. For the Tecumseh motor on the water pressure, pressure washer. Sorry, I can speak. Anyway, this is an X00207A XGD, and it's a carburetor overall for snow thrower. Okay, and I hope that this fits. It says it should fit. I don't know. Wish me best of luck. Yeah, let's have at this carburetor, right? So these are the parts. And not sure if everything will work, but we'll do our best. Okay? Alright, let's take, well, first of all, let me see. See if I see that gasket. It's a good start. Let's see if that gasket exists in here. There's a Welsh plug also. I kind of like historically just avoid the Welsh plugs. You know. Okay. Is that the same gasket as that? Well, yes it is. Alright, we're let's get started. We're into something. Alright, here we go. That is a 1/2 inch. Again, 1/2 inch. Okay. So I'm doing this without gloves because I just need a little bit more dexterity, but heck no, I see some fuel. No way, I'm not touching that stuff. I'm trying to minimize chances of getting cancer. Some sort of blood cancer, that is. I have no idea. Liver cancer. So all these chemicals touching them is not a good thing. So that's definitely old gas coming out of that. Let's put that down. Okay. So put that there. Alrighty, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. So we got a washer on top of that. And let's take that washer. Put that there. Bowl. Not too bad. It's not much inside of there, so pretty good, right? I want to just, I kind of don't do this, but I should do it every time. Just want to show how this thing functions, so that way when we put it back together, we're not like lost. Right? So that turns. Like that. Okay. And this will turn like that. Okay. It's good? All right, good. Float bowl. It's got no holes in it. It's very unleveled. So you can, it's gonna be hard to see, but maybe there. So it should be flat all the way across. Alright, so here we go. We can pull the pin out. Float bowl off. Needle came out with it. Like that. Remember, these needles, you can tell when they need to be replaced because it's when they get not so pointy. It means they're not, there you go, they're not stopping the flow of fuel from entering from right there. Okay, so the seat, let's see, they gave us they gave us a replacement. Okay. Now inside of the main jet, there's okay, let's get this gasket out of the way. That's gotta be fun to get off, right? Yeah. So historically, I don't really like to put razor blades next to this stuff because you end up marring the aluminum, and then that will compromise the seal. So, not a big fan of a razor blade against these things. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that at that. All right, see how that goes, like that. So that butterfly, see how that works? Before we take it out. Yeah, okay. Top. When that's in that position, that looks like that. Sorry, when that's all the way over there, that looks like that. And this goes all the way there. That looks like that. Okay, let's pull this butterfly out. Let's see if... get it out with this. Okay, so that's set in there like this. Okay, like that. So the very top are holds, these holds were like this. Okay. Alright. So this should probably be able to slide right out. Perfect. Okay, that's good. All right. In general, I usually like pull this off. I'm going to do that because I see some plastic right here at the top. I want to get that out of there so we can. So there's a butterfly right in here. Yeah. When that's in this position, like that, and it's closed all the way like that, that's what that looks like. So that's how we'll know when it's lined up correctly. When it's in that open position, that's what that looks like at the top. Okay? So let's go ahead and, that's a flathead screwdriver. We'll need to take that butterfly off. That screw right there. Okay. All right. Should we knock that out? What's that? This should probably slide right out, I think. Yep, there you go. Okay, that's that. Yeah. Okay. Now, inside of here, if you look down the middle, can you see that? There is, what you see? See right here? That, oh, I'll get a light. Oops. Yeah, don't blame me. Sorry. See the that jet that's protruding right there in the middle? Okay, we gotta push that out. So that's always a challenge for me. I'm not really sure what's the best way to go about this. It looks like that. Oh, looks like that. Yeah. Okay. So I don't see how we're going to get that out unless we just push it out. Maybe? Yeah. It doesn't look like it screws out. Yeah, let's just try to push it out. Let's see if we can just push down on it. Better cut the end before it goes flying. It screws out. I don't know. What do you think? Might just screw out, I'm not sure. Alright, so that's not going to work. Okay, so let's use this specialty tool. This is a Tecumseh 670377. I might not be able to see it. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, and it's just for fixing carburetors. So this side here, right, slides. This has a a little rubber, red rubber, this thing here. It's hard to see, but yeah, that's it. Okay, and sometimes you should, maybe it's best thing to do is get a screw and screw down into that. You can pull it right out. Yeah, let me let's break for a second. I'll get a screw and pull that right out. I got a screw, and I take the screw, and I'm gonna like let me zoom in a little more for you. That's better. Okay, so take the screw and I'm gonna screw it down into that, and that should give us just enough grab so we can pull that right out. Remember that you're not going to reuse this if you do it this way. You need to know that you're going to have another one lined up. You know? Okay, see that screwed in? And then I should just pull it right out. Don't damage the hole this thing sits in. Come on. Sometimes it works. Here. Alright. Okay, so that pulled it out. Now there's an extra orientation for this. Let's make sure I don't booger anything up. Okay. Sorry about that, you didn't see anything. The hole is great. We're good. Okay. Now, I was saying to you there's an orientation for this, right? So this has the replacement. Let's see if I get the replacement out of there. Alright, here's the replacement, right? The flat part stays at the top. The part with the grooves like that, I don't even know if you can see that. Now I'll pick this one up. Okay, this is the top. Okay, that's the top, right? All right, that's the bottom. Okay, that bottom has all the grooves. The top is going to be the flat part. Okay? Alright. So when you put it back, just remember, flat part is the top, groovy part is at the bottom. Okay? Otherwise things will not work properly. Okay. Also, when you put that screwdriver in, don't go crazy. You know, it just needs to go in there, grab that, and pull it out. Because you don't want to ruin the chamber that's in there. Okay, so we have a rubber gasket right here that we need to replace. That's that. this moment, it's just like everything is down to metal. There's no more plastic or rubber anywhere. And that's what we want, because in the ultrasonic cleaner we have a we have carburetor cleaner that these things float in, and that will just destroy any plastic. Okay, so I'm not really too sure about this thread here, like what's happening. If we can unscrew that or not, I just don't really know. You know, just pushes down and out. I couldn't tell you. I would need to look at the anatomy of this thing, but I don't seem to have access to that information right now. So, it's metal. I'm gonna say that what we've done so far is good enough. I just don't see a way to like get it out, you know. That's the problem. So I'm gonna have to chalk it up to. But I have a weird feeling there is a gasket underneath here. Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, listen. Let's take this, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and take all these parts, also the non-plastic parts, screws and stuff, and we'll bathe those also. Except for this. This has rubber on it, so we'll leave this one out. But all the rest of those, minus this and that, should be in the cleaner. Alright. This emulsion tube, that's what that thing is. It's sticking out. That should be able to come out. I don't see any screws that's stopping us. I think I should be able to just push it. Let's have a screwdriver. I'm just going to put it in. Like that. Just push down. I did do that earlier, but I wasn't too sure if that was the right thing to do. Man, this thing feels like it is not going to budge. You know that feeling you get where you're like, stop. Stop while you're ahead. Before you actually break it. What do you think? I should stop? See, I think usually there's there's like a rubber gasket in here that I'm torn. So torn. So torn. Alright, one more try. One more try, give it a shot. It is not budging. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm done. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and bathe in the ultrasonic cleaner and see what we get. I want to remove this Welsh plug, and to do that we're going to need a couple tools. We have our automatic center punch. We have a drill. This is a 3/32 drill bit. We're going to need a hammer, and we'll need a Welsh plug. Okay, a new one, that is. And I might need a couple tools to pry or not, but that should be it. Alright, let's take a look at how we do this process together. Alright. Make sure you can still see. Okay, great. Alright, this Welsh plug is right here. And the first thing I want to do is get a starter hole going. So, in the center. Alright. One should be enough. It's soft aluminum. This is I got the wash plug in my Cheney, so we're good to go. That's going to be a lot easier to do than freehanding it. Okay, this is a little bit of a cutting oil, right? And I'm not going to cut a whole lot, because now when you do this, go gently, because you don't want to go too far down. You don't want to damage the metal underneath. After you have that out, the next thing you want to do is it's going to pry that out. So to pry that out, probably can maybe use something that can fit in that hole. Just if you get, there you go. So that's out now, right? And once this is out, you'll see that there's some holes. That's a little hard to see. Oh. Bring you back. Right here, oops, there was the wash plug, and you can see that there are, get a little light, see the holes? There are holes in there, and you want to make sure that those holes are clean. So that's the old wash plug. So I'm just going to get some compressed air, blow it through there, and we'll move on. Let's put the squelch plug back in. So we're going to grab the new one. Watch me drop it, on my luck. Okay. So the new one is a little concave like that. And I'm going to put it flipped the other way. Interesting. Have I had the feeling they gave you the wrong Welsh plug? Nope, you just grabbed the wrong one. Okay, this is good. It's about to panic. There's two Welsh plugs in this kit. One's a little bit bigger. I don't know, did you feel the panic? It's just about to panic. Well, sorry, past tense, I did panic. Like surgery. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay, great. So that's on. Right? We're going to take a punch. This is a 1/4 inch punch with a hammer. And you want to punch it down until it pushes itself out. as it expands, it should grab the ends. You can see, just working it around. I don't have to go crazy because the aluminum is soft. Okay, and that's it. So it just pushes itself out, and it stays exactly where it's supposed to be. Alright, okay, that's it. And that's how you do a Welsh plug. Oh, by the way, you can, oh, so did I bump that? Okay, good. Yeah. You can test it and see what's happening. It's not coming out. Okay, put some light on for you. Yeah. So that's it. Good. Now we got some more parts to put back in this carburetor. Remember this part? Okay, so that slides into here like that. And that has a butterfly. Doesn't matter. Don't think so. So. Okay, so that's there. It opens and closes like that. See? And then we have a, we can go to this side. Oh, we have a needle inlet seat that we need to put in here. Let's see what's happening. We have a couple gaskets. We have, let's see if these gaskets are different. Oh, it's definitely thicker. This is the original. Looks more like that, so we're going to use this gasket. And you can feel the difference too. This one's, sorry, this is the new one, that's the old one. This one's a little bit more rigid. So it indicates to me that it's losing its seal. That's that. Alright, we want to take the new needle. Yeah. There's a lot of pieces in here to be lost, right? Anything. Okay. So what I know is, see these little gaskets here? Those. Putting them on screen somewhere. These little O-rings, I'm sorry. Those I'm pretty sure are part of that main jet that goes through to the Venturi here. So, oh well, we didn't get them out. No problem. Let's wish for the best. Okay, so we need to place the using our Tecumseh tool, we need to place this. So let's pull that out. Made that. Let's put these back. I'm so sorry for not being prepared, people. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you know, I try my best. It's hard to get these shots right, seamless all the time, you know. So it's our new needle and seat. With this, remember I showed you the part that let's see that. Okay, there you go. That part right there with the grooves is what goes down first. That's gonna go into here. Give it a good push. It should stay. And it should pull out. There you go. So that's in. A little hard to see, so I totally understand. But you get the idea. It went in here. Okay. And I'm going to take the float bowl here. Now the needle sets, see that groove right there? Yes, right there. It slides into there, just like that. It just kind of hangs like this. Sorry. Alright, and that's from that groove. Right there. Fit into there. Then we take our little pin here, push it across. Well, that's not the right size. Good thing we didn't throw away our other one. Okay. This is an example why you shouldn't discard your parts from the old carburetor. Okay. Alright. So that's that. Just let everybody know that didn't fit, and that's supposed to match this carburetor. And that did not fit. So why did that work out like that? I couldn't tell you. Okay, so we have the top part here. We now need to cap this. And there is a gasket that sits on. This goes like this. It's like feltish material that slides onto that. And that goes onto this. And that is a not sure the size. Okay, it's a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch. Come on. I don't have a torque setting for you, but you can tell when it's tight. Don't go crazy. Alright. So that's done. We got that part in here. Okay. Now we need to get the other side in, the butterfly. So it's this side here. Now, that doesn't make sense, you know? Oh, does it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like that. Nope, that doesn't move. How about like this? Yeah, there you go. That bumps up against it flat. So here, close it like that. Now we get the butterfly. This butterfly is a, it's going to be a flathead screw. And if you look at the butterfly itself, you'll see it has like lines, right? That it'll tell you the orientation, those lines. And you can see the circle around it represents where the screw was. So the line will give you the orientation, and these things can be a little tricky to get back in, but so that's in. So I need to line this up so the screw will make sense. So I'm having a little bit of an issue getting it lined up. And so, so I'm trying to get it lined up. I'm going to put the flathead screw in there, and that should be it. Alright, I'm going to stop right here and I'll try it off camera. So I'm going to show you something really important. You see how the hole lines up? Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. Now, what happened is, it's going to be hard to hold it and point it to you, but take a quick visual right here. You see the offset hole? That hole will not, if that hole is not lined up, it will not, you won't be able to get the screw in place. So they kind of like force your hand. The manufacturer kind of forces your hand on which side that hole goes into, so that's how that works. And the numbers are visible too. There's some numbers on the butterfly that you'll see. So that's how you know the orientation for that, okay? So here's the struggle again. I need like I need magnetic screws or a screw holder or something. See my issues? Yes. That doesn't close all the way, so okay, that does. That might work. Let's see. Lined up. Yep, that's lined up. Okay. All right, so there we go. It's closed all the way. Open, close. Alright, so that should be the carburetor right there. That's it, rebuilt. Pretty simple. If everything goes well, it should work. Alright, let's move on to rebuilding the engine.